The Denver Police Department is an organization that's over 160 years old. We currently have about 1,550 officers that service almost 800,000 residents in the city and county of Denver, just serving all of their needs as it relates to calls for service, investigating crimes. I think, make tremendous use of technology, obviously using various tools to identify appropriate staffing levels for each of our police districts, to identify crime trends and best ways to engage those crime trends, and then determine whether or not our strategies to address those things have improved or not.
Technologies in general have transformed many of the aspects of law enforcement and how we do our job, and I think mobile technologies are a critical part of that. And essentially, mobile technologies allow officers to have the data, the actionable intelligence that they need, where they need it, when they need it. They can make better decisions when they have more information.
Data informs everything we do, from staffing to crime prevention to allocation of vehicles. And we have a robust data analytics unit that provides us information that we use when making major decisions in the department. Data that we receive not only from crime stats, but from community surveys and other sources helps us inform exactly what we need to do.
In our department, we turn raw police data into actionable insights and operational information that can help empower our leaders and our leadership to make decisions based on data.
The ability for the Denver Police Department to multiply their efforts is done through task forces, using other city entities, state entities, and federal entities. Really multiplies the efforts of all of us to work on cases that go beyond just the boundaries of the city and county of Denver. And so being able to guide our department to work hand in hand with other departments just multiplies everyone's efforts for successful outcomes.
Communication is key. As a member of a number of these jurisdictions, we have multi-agency, multi-jurisdictional responsibilities. And so that does enhance our ability to share not only information, but intelligence in a timely and effective manner. One example of that is if you have a drug trafficking organization operating in a specific area, but not only within the Denver metro area, but maybe internationally as well, we would have probably never received a number of those intelligence sharing updates had we not been part of that task force.
What makes Place Network's investigations different is it involves a whole of government approach. We try to look for three different things. Comfort locations, which is just it's somewhere they feel comfortable. There's also convergent locations where there's a lot of people coming together that lead to violence. The last locations are corrupting locations. And those are actually businesses that generate crime. Within that framework, you have to address all those locations and identify them and neutralize them. And only then will the gun crime actually stop happening on a permanent basis.
Procedural justice is not only just a day-to-day operation of the Denver Police Department, but it's literally interwoven into the DNA of our officers, even from before they start. We have programs such as Before the Badge, that people that are onboarding with the Denver Police actually come and engage with all different segments of community before they even start the Denver Police Academy. Then once they're in the Denver Police Academy, we really focus on highlighting our mission, vision, and values, which includes not just the check boxes. We don't want check boxes of diversity and equity, right? We want the inclusivity, and we do that by really looking at how people bring their authentic self to this profession and to our police department specifically, so that we can utilize all the talent pool that we have here and really use that to focus back into the community, because the community is the police and we are the community.
Volunteers play a huge role in public safety and just in the Denver Police Department as a whole. We have almost 200 active volunteers. I believe we have one of the best volunteer programs in the country. We just celebrated our 20-year mark last year. So they both help us internally, so that means they provide us with transparency as far as saying, you know, this isn't a secret club that we're not going to let anyone into, but that they're here to help provide solid customer service, helping make our events and our outreach successful.
I think de-escalation training is critical, and I think we continue to reinforce our de-escalation, reinforce the need to use only the amount of force that is necessary. So we do a lot of crowd control training. We do a lot of training on how to de-escalate folks, and we give less lethal tools to our officers, and we have a continuum that we follow in terms of when to engage and use those various tools, what levels of aggression we need to see before we use those tools, and we reinforce that on a regular basis. I got into policing early on and continue to stay in policing and enjoy being a police chief because I want to help people. And so I feel like I serve 1,500 people who come to work every day looking to serve the community. And so that's what makes me proud. And I look forward to identifying ways that we can all do that better. And so that's what I come to work and do every day.